Hey everyone, welcome back. Like I mentioned in my last video, we're going on vacation to Halifax. We're leaving tomorrow. The flight's pretty late. I think it leaves at like 8:30, and then we get to Halifax at 11:30 at night. So we're not really there quite yet tomorrow for the full day, but we will get there, and then we'll be there till next Monday when we depart. So I just want to do a little video today of, what it's like having cancer and needing to pack for a trip away. It's not like much more different than the standard person, but I do have a ton of meds that I have to bring with me. So stay tuned to the end of the video and you can see the insane amount of meds that I have to bring with me to make sure that I'm okay on the trip. So yeah, so starting off, obviously need all of my underwear. That includes socks. I'm a bit of an overpacker, so I like to bring a ton of things. Even if I, might not need it, I just kind of get nervous and I like to have more if possible. But the good thing is the Airbnb that we're staying at actually has laundry. So if we need to do some laundry, then it won't be a big deal. Have a quick dry towel here for some beach days. Just really nice and light and so obviously quick dry. So we'll take that. I have some pants. So I have a pair of hiking pants, a couple of everyday shorts, some comfier shorts, bathing suits, and then I have some comfier pants. So get those in. Hopefully they fit. I'm hoping everything fits because I overpack, I have quite a bit of stuff. So we'll see what I can get in here and I'll do my best to make sure it fits. I tried to fold as neatly as possible, but I'm also not the best folder, even though it shouldn't be too hard to do. So I think we're looking pretty full on this one side, and then I'll get it closed up. So we're really looking forward to this trip. It's just nice to get away and just enjoy our time together. Megan and I, we've been looking forward to kind of do a solo trip together. We've gone on lots of trips with our really good friends before, but that's always like we have like 10 to 12 kind of people with us. So it's going to be a bit of a change of pace having just us two, but we're definitely really looking forward to it. So next up I have all my shirts. So I really like kind of like these short sleeve button downs with like the collars. I mean, they're really nice summer kind of day shirts. So I'll get those packed in. And then I just have some regular shirts as well. I did want to actually see if my Crocs will fit into the bottom of this little insert in the bag here. I'm bringing my Crocs because on like beach days, obviously it's nicer to have something that isn't like completely shoes. So I'm bringing my Crocs. I'm also bringing a pair of runners just for walking every day. And then I'm also bringing my Blundstones. So just in case it rains, because you never know, like the weather right now is pretty unpredictable. So you never know what it's going to be like. So let's see if I can get these in here. Hopefully those can just squish down when I go to zip up the bag, but we'll find out. Okay, so Crocs are in. So continue with the shirts. Here's a tank top. Obviously, the beach days, it'll be nice to get some sun and just have something on that isn't so hot. I have a nice sun shirt here from Columbia. It's their PFG line. And man, these shirts, super great for keeping you cool. They keep you dry and it's UV protective, so it'll keep you protected against the sun. They're really nice. I usually use them for work, but obviously because we're traveling, it's a good thing to have as well. And then I just have a couple of like blank white shirts because it's a classic. A couple more button downs. Yep, they're fitting, and then just another regular shirt. And then I have my rain jacket here. I'm hoping I don't need to use it, but when you go traveling, obviously, it's probably a good idea to have a rain jacket with you because you never know when it might rain. So I'll pack that in, and then I have 2 pairs of jeans, so a black pair, and then I have another lighter pair of jeans. So that is the majority of what I need in this bag. Oh, and I got this fancy, nifty little belt. So I actually got this belt last year, I think in the summer. It was mainly for work because I have a nicer leather belt, but I was wearing that like all the time. And then I found that because I was trying to use it for everyday stuff and then also for fancier things like weddings, that belt was getting destroyed. So I got this belt. It's kind of a like elasticy, and it's got like just a buckle rather than kind of a traditional belt. I also find that this belt works better because it can actually like fit to exactly the way you need it, since it's like a pole kind of fit, I guess, belt, if that makes sense. But the leather belts I usually get, like I get them to size, but sometimes I find that I wish that there was a notch in between the notches. That way it can fit better. And it's because my weight fluctuates quite a bit these days with, with everything that's been going on. It's just easier to have a belt like this. So highly recommend. You can probably find these anywhere. See if I can find the brand here. It's Arcade. So yeah, Arcade belts. You can, give it a try and check them out and see if it works for you. I think it was pretty cheap. I think it was only like $20, but yeah, so that's good. See if this can close. Oh yeah, I think that'll close okay. So got to do these straps up really quickly. Here we go. I will say I am a little nervous about the trip. Obviously, with everything going on with my health and having to go to the hospital just last Sunday to emergency, there's always that fear in the back of my head that I'm going to have to go to the hospital or that something really bad's going to happen. But I'm going to try my best not to let those intrusive thoughts, win me over too hard, because I want to be able to enjoy the vacation as much as I can. So voila, look at that. That all fit. So we're good there. So as you can see on the bed in front of me, now there's even more stuff that isn't clothing related. So I'm going to be bringing my entire camera setup with me. So that includes my drone, this camera here. I got my phone that's being used for recording right now. I'm not bringing this tripod. I'm bringing the other tripod because it's a travel one. And that one's using my iPhone right now that you're seeing for the video. But I have a few things here. So this is my telephoto lens. So for those really nice close-up shots, hopefully you'll get some good shots of the wildlife while we're there. This is a ultra-wide angle lens. It's a 10mm lens, and I'm using this one primarily for astrophotography. So I'm hoping to get some really, really nice night shots when we're there. We're going to Peggy's Cove, which is pretty iconic because we can get good pictures facing south. Hopefully we'll be able to get like the galactic core, behind the lighthouse. It'd be super pretty. So I'm really excited for that. We're also going to, I believe it's called the Deep Sky Eye Observatory. It's just like 3 hours west of Halifax, right outside of Yarmouth. And it's one of 4, I think, world like dark sky viewing area sites. So really, really cool. I'll have to double check again if what the exact name is. That way I can show you guys. But it's, going to be super great getting there. And again, this lens will be really good for getting some really nice shots of the night sky and the Milky Way, hopefully. So I also have another small lens just in case I need it because it's good for low light situations. This is my drone right here. Fits really nicely in one of these little packs. I got the remote controller for the drone. It's got the touch screen. This is a lens heater. So because the temperature is so unpredictable right now, and also just being out in the East Coast, like closer to the ocean, I don't know what the temperatures are going to be like at night. So it's always good to have a lens heater if I'm shooting at night and the temperature drops and it hits that dew point. So I don't want any kind of like dew or condensation building up on the lens for that camera right there. So I got this, we'll pack it away. And then I have my little lavalier mic. So I got one on right now and then I'll pack it after this. I have my other battery for the drone. I have 2 of them, some little tools and extra props for the drone just in case I need to change anything. Just some lens caps and the SD card holder. Have some ND filters for the drone. So the fun thing about the drone is you need to use these filters if you want to film kind of in the basically peak of the day, because it's so bright. You can't really get like super natural looking videos, I guess, because they get so overexposed because it's letting so much light in. So these help by darkening the picture, and that way you can get the right settings on the camera that you need on the drone. So that's what those ND filters are for. And then this little pouch is for the gimbal that my phone's actually sitting on. So my phone's on a gimbal that's on top of a tripod. And yeah, I'll be packing that up into this bag here once we're done. So after that, obviously need some hats. So this black hat I'll actually wear tomorrow. But I like to keep my my sun hat with me because it's obviously very covering and great UV protection. Again, because of my cancer, obviously, my medications, they make my skin like sensitive to the sun. So obviously sunscreen is a big thing. That sun shirt I have is a big thing. And then having the hat covering most of my face and my ears will be pretty crucial. So have that hat with me there. I have another pair of shoes. So my white runners that I mentioned, and I'll get them packed up in here. So yeah, if anybody's been to Halifax, let me know in the comments. Maybe you can recommend some restaurants, some things to see. We have a really big list of places that we want to go and things we want to see, but we're always open to, seeing things that people might say is good. And also, if there's anything specifically you want me to capture footage-wise, maybe we can try and check it out for you and take a look. But we're really hoping to get a lot of contents from this trip for my videos to come up, and also just for my own personal shots and my collection. So, and then I have my toiletry bag, which I won't completely pack up just yet because obviously I need my toothbrush and stuff like that and deodorant, but that will be going in tomorrow as well. And then I have my own little day, I guess it's like a day pack. This is a shoulder sling, has all my essentials, like my wallet, hand sanitizer, my glasses. I have my emergency medications, EpiPens, puffers, Benadryl. I'm allergic to like every single nut, of course, and peanuts being the worst of them. So I need to have my EpiPens with me. And then I found out back in 2017 that I was actually allergic to yellow jacket stings, which I had no idea because prior to that year, I think the last time I was stung was maybe when I was like, I don't know, 13 years old. That was in the 2000s. So I had no idea I was allergic, had to go to the hospital, but now I know. So I need those EpiPens because you never know with nuts, and obviously with yellow jackets, they tend to get worse towards the end of summer, but they're obviously out, in the summer in full force still. So yeah, that's what's in that little bag. So that'll be coming along with me. So all in all, I have my main carry-on. So go in the overhead compartments. This one will go under the seats, I think either in front of me or under me. I can't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've been on a plane, but I have that. And then I have my own little day pack, which is my shoulder sling. Sorry, talking a lot. Just take a quick drink. So coming to the end of the video here, I purposely kind of hid all these meds just so you can see them at the end here, but there is a ton. Grab all these. So to start us off, yeah, I have this pill container that has all my daily meds, and then some of these are just kind of as needed. So in these containers right now, I have my anxiety medications and I have an anti-nauseant. Just because my daily oral treatment pill, it's been causing quite a bit of nausea and upset stomach for me. So that's why I've been taking an anti-nauseant. By the way, I don't think I've mentioned yet, but the treatment I'm on right now, I wanted to talk about it in a future video, but I'm on what's called erlotinib and bevacizumab. Those are the two treatments I'm on. The erlotinib is a daily oral pill that I take, and then the bevacizumab is an infusion every 2 weeks. So I just had that infusion on Friday, and I'll get that another 2 weeks from now, I guess when we get back. So next, I have my sleeping meds that help me sleep at night. Hydromorphone for if I get any pain while I'm away. Yeah, the olanzapine, which I already mentioned. Pantoprazole, this is a really great acid reducer. So it's perfect, if you get heartburn kind of thing or sour stomach. Pantoprazole is a magic drug. Lorazepam, so if I have any kind of like high anxiety kind of moments, lorazepam is great for kind of just calming you down and chilling you out. I haven't needed to take it a lot recently because my anxiety meds are working super well, but you never know when you might need it, right? And then last is loperamide, which you might know as Imodium. So if you get any kind of like diarrhea while you're traveling, this is good for that. But also it's just good because with my treatments, I have had, quite a bit of diarrhea, which is unfortunate, but that is one of the side effects that's very common for treatment. So I have that as well. And then here's my erlotinib. So this is my oral treatment pill. I have some ondansetron. So this is also another really great anti-nauseous in case the other ones don't work. It's pretty strong. So we're bringing that with us too. Thermometer, just in case I get a fever or feel like I'm getting one. I didn't have one last weekend at the cottage when I got a fever, so won't make that mistake again. I'll be bringing that with me. And just some alcohol swabs for that thermometer, just in case I need to use it a few times. So yeah, those will get packed up into my bag here. I think that's about all the stuff I had for needing to pack. There obviously are a few things here and there that I'll be packing last seconds, but that's only because, I need to either use them tonight or tomorrow during the day. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today's video. Just wanted to show everybody kind of, what I'm bringing with me as somebody with cancer who's going traveling. Again, it's not super different from, the standard person, but the meds really are kind of the main components. So, I would highly recommend if you are going through, a tough time, your caregiver, whoever else you want to bring with you, if you can travel, highly recommend it. I don't know if I'd recommend international travel just because it could be really hard to get travel insurance. In fact, I don't think I can get travel insurance right now because I'm on treatment, which is really unfortunate, but that's okay. So we're sticking in Canada. We have obviously healthcare, nationwide. So if we really need to go to the hospital in Halifax, we can. We have to make sure we actually find out, where the hospital is. So that way we can get there if we need to. Fingers crossed, no visits, but you never know what'll happen, right? So, but yeah, if you can try and travel, if you're having a good few months and you're feeling all right. Like I'm in a good spot right now where things aren't too horrible side effects wise, but they're also not like amazing by any means, but it's manageable what I'm dealing with right now for traveling. So for us, it's like, let's go while I still can, because we don't know what the rest of the year is going to look like. I can have side effects pop up at any moment. Like it happens quite frequently, honestly. So we're going to be as prepared as possible, but we need this personally because we just need to get away, have a bit of a break from everything, change up our everyday, kind of schedule. So if you can do that, give it a try. I know like money might be tight too. We luckily have a lot of the trip covered from our Amex points. So American Express, we get points for a lot of the spending we do. So that's actually covering most of the Airbnb we're staying in. And then Megan's visa with RBC, she has like enough points to actually cover both of our plane tickets there and back. So yes, a lot of it was covered. It's still probably going to be a little pricey, at the end of the day, but if it's in your means and you have the availability to do this while you're still feeling okay, highly recommend it. But obviously I understand the constraints, that we have to kind of work through before we can kind of go on these trips. But we did get our doctor's approval. He was very excited for us. So hopefully it's going to be a great time. But yeah, hopefully that was kind of insightful seeing what I had to pack up for this trip. I did want to get I wanted to get my other video out that I mentioned before about the diagnosis and what it was like kind of hearing that and leading up to the diagnosis for my cancer. I realize I've pushed it off for the second time now, but I really wanted to get this video out just to kind of show quickly what I need to bring with me. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining me so much. Really appreciate it. If you liked what you saw today, hit the like button and toss me a subscribe if you don't mind. Helps the channel grow. But otherwise, I will talk to you guys when we get back. Thanks. Have a good one, guys.